Now in this video we will talk about imperfections in solids. This is heading number 1.9 from chapter number 1, solid states. What is the meaning of imperfections? When anything is not perfect, when anything is having some deficiencies or something wrong which is not letting it to be a perfect substance, then that is called as imperfection. Now let us see how many types of imperfections are found in crystals. When crystals are having imperfections, then it is called as crystal defect. When crystal becomes defective, so how many kinds of defects are there? This we need to discuss. So crystal defects are of two types, line defects and point defects. Line defect is not there in syllabus. Point defect is there in detail. Only the meaning of line defect is given. So let me tell you what is the meaning of line defect. Say suppose this is our entire crystal lattice. If one complete line is missing, then this will be called as line defect. It means when all the constituents of one line, entire line of a crystal is missing, then it is called as line defect. And when any one point or at any one point the constituents are missing, it is called as point defect, right? Say suppose if this is an NaCl crystal, so what you will have, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, then Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus. If entire line is missing, means here no cation anion is there. This line is entirely vacant, so this will be called as line defect. If at any one point, say suppose from here, any cation or anion is missing, then it will be called as point defect. It means when defect is at one point in the entire crystal, it is called as point defect. Then before we proceed for knowing about different kinds of defect, one terminology is very much needed to be known, and that is called as interstitial space. Say suppose this is our crystal. So these are what? Constituent particles. If it is an ionic crystal, they will be ions, cation and anion. So the space which is not occupied by the ions is called as interstitial space, or space between the constituent particles which remains unoccupied. These spaces are called as interstices or interstitial spaces, where no atom or ion is present. Now keep this terminology in mind because this will be used further. Now talking about types of point defect, this is the flowchart which I have prepared according to the NCERT. Point defect is of three types: stoichiometric defect, impurity defect, and non-stoichiometric defect. If we talk about stoichiometric defect, it is actually, what is the meaning of stoichiometry? Means perfect arrangement or perfect geometry. So basically this defect, when it is there, it doesn't disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. It means it is not going to disturb the arrangement or the geometry of the particular solid. This is also called as intrinsic or thermodynamic defect. It is basically of two types. First is when it is found in non-ionic solids, means solids where ions are not there, and in ionic solids. Stoichiometric defect is of two types. First, when it is found in non-ionic solids, and second, when it is found in ionic solids. When we talk about non-ionic solids, they are further of two types: vacancy defect and interstitial defect. And ionic solids, in ionic solids, stoichiometric defect is further of two types: Frankel defect and Schottky defect. It means stoichiometric defect is of two types, and these two types are further of these two types. So this is actually the detailing of stoichiometric defect. Then comes the second kind of defect, impurity defect. Impurity defect is also called as extrinsic defect. Then in non-stoichiometric defect, we will study about two types: metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. So in this first video, we will in detail study about stoichiometric defects. which is of these four types. First two in non-ionic solids and the next two in ionic solids. When the temperature is 0 Kelvin, we get a typical crystal, which is a perfect crystal or a perfect solid. But if the temperature is increased, then what happens? Due to the increasing heat, thermal motion of the atoms, ions or molecules can be seen, or you can say entropy. What is entropy? Degree of randomness. Randomness means unorganization of the constituent particles, or dislocation of the particles may start, or it will increase, and due to this three things may happen. If entropy of system increases, or you can say randomness of system increases, then this may lead to three things. First, mechanical stress on the solid may increase. Electrical conductivity will also increase, because we know the conductivity is due to ions. So if number of ions are increasing, or the randomness is increasing, or the movement of ion is increasing, then what will happen? Conductivity will also increase, and optical activity will also change. So this is just for the sake of knowledge. The main important topic under point defect is stoichiometric defect, where we will discuss in detail about vacancy and interstitial defects under the heading of non-ionic solids, and Frankel and Schottky defects under the heading of ionic and ionic solids. So let us discuss about these four defects in detail. Very first is called as vacancy defect. What is the meaning of vacancy? Vacancy means when there is an unoccupied site, or a site which is blank. See, if this is a perfect crystal, this is the figure 1.23 from NCERT. We can see these white squares, which should have been having these green circles, which are constituent particles. If this entire solid is made up of these green circles, then here also they should have been present. But what we can see, these sites are vacant. Why they are vacant? Because these constituents are missing from these sites, and due to their missing from here, they have created a vacancy, or they have created an empty space. So this is called as vacancy defect, right? So we are studying vacancy defect under stoichiometric defect. It is a defect which do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. I have already told. These are further of two types. In non-ionic solids, we are talking about vacancy defect. Diagram already I have shown you. When some of the lattice sites are vacant, they are said to have vacancy defect. See, these lattice sites are vacant. Lattice sites are the sites where atom, ion or molecule is supposed to be present. It is the site where the constituent particles of a solid are supposed to be present. So when any solid is having lattice sites empty, it is called as vacancy defect. Due to this, density of the crystal decreases. It's a common sense. If it was supposed to have 4, 4, 8 and 4, 12 atom, ions or molecules, and out of 12, 2 are missing. It means it is now having only 10. So definitely the density is decreased. So vacancy defect, what is the effect of vacancy defect on density? Answer is it decreases the density of the crystal. And the defect can be created by heating the solid. This defect can be created only simply by heating the solid. Second defect is interstitial defect. As soon as I started with the video, I told you the meaning of interstitial space. From the diagram from the book also I can explain this. Now see, this is for interstitial defect. This is the diagram 1.24, figure number 1.24 from NCERT. You will have to first ignore these circles, these two circles. And now, can you see this is the crystal which is having 12 atoms, ions or molecules. Basically, this is found in non-ionic solids, so they are not ions definitely. They are either atoms or molecules. These are either atoms or molecules, because this is the defect which is found in interstitial, and vacancy defects are found in the Which kind of solids? Non-ionic. So they cannot have ions. So they are either atoms or molecules. So I'm supposing them as atom for the better understanding. So say suppose this crystal is made up of these green atoms, then the space which is left unoccupied is called as interstices. What is then interstitial defect? When these sites are occupied by extra atoms which may have came from outside, then this is called as interstitial defect. So the atom should have 12 atoms, the crystal should have 12 atoms, but in spite of having 12, 2 extra are present at the interstitial spaces. So this is called as interstitial defect. So what is interstitial defect? When some constituent particles, they occupy the interstitial sites, the crystal is called as having the interstitial defect. And due to this defect, what is expected? Definitely the density will increase. So in terms of density, both the vacancy and interstitial defects are opposite of each other. In vacancy defect, the density decreases, and in interstitial defect, density increases. Now let us talk about the stoichiometric defect which is found in ionic solids. I told you it is of two types again, Frenkel and Schottky defect. So for the Frenkel defect from NCERT, this is the figure 1.25. Now we will have to look at it very clearly because this is important. What is Frenkel defect? This defect is shown by ionic solids, as already told. The smaller ions are usually cations. They are dislocated from their normal site to an interstitial site. Means what happens? Cations, they leave their place and they go to interstitial site. And they create vacancy at their original site and an interstitial defect at the new site. Basically what is happening, this defect can be called as a combination of vacancy and interstitial, both types of defects. What is happening now? Let us understand from the diagram. See, the smaller ones are the cations and the bigger ones are the anions. So what is happening? A smaller site is empty and smaller site is for cation. So it means 1 plus charge has left its place and has gone to the interstitial space. What is interstitial space? These spaces where no atom ion is present. It's an ionic solid, so no ion is present on these sites. These unoccupied sites are called as interstitial spaces. So in Frenkel defect, what happens? A plus charge or a cation is dislocated. Means it has left its own place and is sitting where? In interstitial space. Right? So it has caused two types of defects in combination. It has created a vacancy, a vacant space at its original site. Here it has created vacancy defect because this place is now vacant, and it has created interstitial defect here. Means it's a combination of vacancy and interstitial defects in one crystal only. Right? A plus charge or a cation is missing from its original site and is located at the interstitial space. So vacancy at its own place, an interstitial defect at the place where it has taken a new sitting. Okay. So this is Frenkel defect, right? This is also called as dislocation defect. Why dislocation? Because cation has been dislocated from its own place to other place. It does not change the density of a solid. Why? Because the cation is not moving outside the crystal. It has just changed its place. Examples are very important. ZnS, AgCl, AgBr, AgI. All the ionic crystals, these all are the ionic crystals which are examples of Frenkel defect. Now next is Schottky defect. It is basically a vacancy defect. Frenkel was combination of vacancy and interstitial both. But Schottky defect is only vacancy defect in ionic solid. It basically, to maintain electrical neutrality, what happens, this crystal is usually maintaining the electrical neutrality. Here the number of missing anions and cations are always equal. What happens in this crystal, now the same kind of diagram which you have seen in Frankel defect, the same is drawn over here, diagram number or figure number 1.26. Now you see, again it's an ionic crystal. What is happening? One cation and one anion is missing. Then one more cation and one more anion is missing. So it means if you inspect this entire ionic crystal, you will find two cations and two anions are missing. It means it's basically a vacancy defect because cation and anions have left the crystal, they have gone out from this crystal. So they have generated vacancy at their places, and this is so can be called as a vacancy defect, type of vacancy defect. Actually, Schottky defect is creating vacancy defect. Why? Because the charges or the ions have left their space, but the number of lost charges, positive and negative, is equal. If you see this diagram clearly, two cations and two anions are missing. It means lost ions are equal in number. That is why it is said that missing anions and cations are equal in number. So basically we can say that it decreases the density of crystal. Why? Because the ions have gone out of the crystal. Ions are lost. Cation and anion have left this crystal. Here the density was not changing because it has left its place but was inside the crystal only. But here what is happening? The ions have gone out of the crystal. So density will decrease. So what we can say, basically this is found in which kind of crystals? Ionic crystals, and especially in the ionic crystals where the size of ions, that is cation and anion, if the size is comparable or equal, then in those kinds or types of solids they are found. Examples are NaCl and KCl and AgBr also. So you might have seen that AgBr was the example for Frankel defect also and Schottky defect also. So here arises one important question: which crystal shows both Frankel and Schottky defect? And the answer is AgBr crystal. So keep this in mind. This was all about stoichiometric defect, which was of two types in non-ionic solids, further of two types, vacancy and interstitial, and in ionic solids further two types, Frankel and Schottky defect. These topics are important. Now the other type of defects, point defects, that is impurity and non-stoichiometric, we will take in the next video.